welcome to Wizard of Chalk. Today I'm going to be inking the Good Vibes Only transfer onto this t-shirt. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to do that. I am just going to be using bright white ink. This is just a little bit on a thick side. It's not very often I have to add any water to my ink, but I guess once in a while they need a little bit of moisture too. But that's a lot rarer. Okay, so I'll just mention that I tucked one of our sticky mats inside as well. Not sure if you can see that. Hopefully you can catch that on the screen. So that's just one of our mats, and it's a big one that I cut up. I cut it into different sizes to be able to use it in onesies and different things that are fairly small. And so you can make a mat go, a long ways in the sense of the different projects that you can use it on. So I'm going to go ahead and just ink this up. And I'm actually going with a fairly light hand and just covering the open sections of the transfer. I'm just making sure I have good coverage everywhere. I don't want to see any of the openings on the transfer without ink. Okay, so it looks like I've got it covered, and I'm just going to squeegee off the excess and scrape it back into my container. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I do have some ink on my fingers, so I'm just going to grab, these are just a disinfectant wipe that I'm using. It doesn't have to be a disinfectant wipe. I just use these because they're handy. I could just use a wet cloth if I wanted to, but I want to get the ink off my fingers so I don't accidentally leave a fingerprint in ink on the shirt where I don't want it. So okay, and then I'm going to just lightly slowly peel it back and make sure I have good ink coverage, because I can always lay it back down and just add a little more ink if I need to, if there's a spot that didn't quite get enough. It's a lot easier to do it while it's still in the proper position than if I peel it completely off and then have to try to reposition. Okay, actually that looks really good. Perfect. That's what I've found with working with ink, is that I'm not sure why, but when you go with just a light hand and then just squeegee off the excess, that works really good with fabric and ink. when you're working with a paste, it's a little bit different. It's like you want it on a little bit. You want to put it on a little bit with a little firmer hand. I'm not sure why, but that's just what works best for me. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly dry this a little bit. And then I need to take this plastic mat out from the inside because it'll actually melt. And then this is just, I'm going to use a Cricut Easy Press. It's kind of like a big iron because I want to heat set my ink into the fabric now. And this mat, it works really well. Okay, so I preheated my Easy Press. Oh, I just need to grab some, before I forget, I just use parchment paper, which you should use whether you're ironing or whether you're using an Easy Press. It just gives a barrier between the what do you call it, the machine itself and the ink that could still be a little bit wet and tacky. You don't want to transfer the ink onto your machine, so it'll protect the shirt and it'll protect the machine. I don't think I pushed the button hard enough. So this has a 30-second timer built into it. This one is it's a 9x9 Easy Press. It's awesome. I'm just going to do it one more time. Just to make sure it's set really well. With an iron, it takes longer. They say 4 minutes for each side. Plus, it's a smaller area that it's covering, so it takes even longer. But with these, they say 30 seconds on each side, and you're good to go. I always like to add just a little, one more 30-second interval, just because I just like to make sure it's good and set. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn the t-shirt inside out. Just try and get sleeves out of the way. Okay, and I want to put this parchment paper, I'm gonna put it back inside where the ink is. I want to make sure there's no big wrinkles under the shirt. Okay, and I'll just do this one more time for 30 seconds, and then that's it. That's all you have to do for it. And then these shirts they're washable, and the ink won't come out. And then the nice thing is with our transfers, you can wash them and reuse them over and over again. So if I wanted to do a bunch of these same shirts, I could. If I wanted to use it on a shirt, on a pair of pajamas, on a throw pillow, on a sign for my home. I mean, I could use it over and over. I could make gifts with it. I could do so many things. And so you really get your money's worth out of the transfers. And they're really good quality. So the nice thing is that they are they're also tacky, so they hold in place. And there's no weeding to be done. I don't know if you've done any, created any transfers with a Cricut machine, and then you have to weed all the little pieces out. That can take a long time. From what I've been told, I haven't actually ever made one myself. And then these are actually, I don't know if you can see it in on the screen there, but this is actually, what's that called? Silk screen. It's actually silk screen. So anyways, they're really good quality, and I'm just excited to be able to use this product. Like it is so good. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you are interested in doing a class, learning a little more about what I do, maybe you want to come and make a t-shirt for yourself or a throw pillow or something, just reach out to me and let me know. If you're interested in learning more about Chalk Couture, you can also reach out to me, and I will give you whatever information you need, because maybe this is something that appeals to you that you might want to do yourself, and that would be awesome. If you're interested in joining my team, just let me know. All right, have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.